Well, this is my basement. It's pretty bad. This is my new dehumidifier because the walls are in pretty bad shape with the dampness. We're 37 feet above the water table, and this has always been very damp. And you can see a lot of flaking coming off of the walls from the osmosis from the pressure of the water on the outside coming through the inside. So I don't know how much longer I can keep lifting buckets of water upstairs when I get older. But this is my father's shop vac. It has to be 38 years old. And I got parts for it, and I use it so that I can do this work. This is a 1929 oil burner. And these are the boiling chambers that have to be vacuumed out. And this in here is the burning chamber. And all of the bricks have totally disintegrated. And I'm very worried about that. So this morning, I just kind of vacuum off the top of this. It was pretty dusty. And set up a towel over here on the floor with mats and things so that I can get myself under here. There's a valve to shut off the oil flow in this 275-gallon tank over to here, which is the oil canister. So I have to take that apart after I shut the oil flow off. And you can see the line runs across over to the back of the furnace. And then what I have to do when I turn the oil back on is I have to prime the system, and then when you push that button it goes boom and explodes while I'm on my knees here with oil pouring out of the nozzle as I bleed it out, which terrifies me. And hopefully I'll be able to work back here. This needs more repairs, and this has to be taken off the chimney base and vacuum back in there. See, I don't like this. This is all crumbling. And this up here, this pipe goes for the gas line for the hot water heater. So that has to be taken out and then re-cemented back in so we don't have carbon monoxide problems. And I think this hot water heater has to be replaced eventually. And I've just gone and changed out this. They were pretty brown. My water is terrible. And I just really do not like doing this kind of work. So I have to get down on the ground over here. This here is oil I have to put in a bucket and return it to the outside intake. Or I could keep it and I could clean all my rusty tools when I bring them down. I have so much work to do down here. And I have a concussion. And I've felt better. So this will be my little spot. And as you can see over here, I keep notes for myself. You know, things, pictures of how brown the water was, how filthy brown. This is a picture of water coming out of the bottom of the water filter, brown. And just notes about when the chimney was swept. And there was my immaculate picture of my immaculate bench when I fixed it. Now it's a complete disaster. So much work that has to be done. Here, this is the oil filter. This is when I did it in 2014. I do it every year, but I made a picture of it to show how it works so other people will understand it. And this has all got to be cleaned off again. What a mess. Just terrible. I come down here and I grab a tool, I throw drill bits back down, and then I run upstairs and I do my work, and then I fall asleep, and I've got to start learning how to clean up after myself. And then I put this table here as a staging table to fill in all of those bins. It took me over a year to paint that. It was pure rust. My brother found it around 1965, and it was against the wall, and it was just pure rust, so I really did a nice job on that. And I made it as a divider between the garden section, which is back there, and the tool section. And all of these things have to be sorted and either thrown out or put away somewhere. This basement is a true disaster. I'm so embarrassed. You know what? At my age, it's just getting to be a little bit too much. And I do the very best I can. But for today, if I can get that oil filter changed, because it's 37 degrees outside, and if I can get the furnace cleaned out, see over here is a new nozzle, and I want to put that on. And to put the nozzle on, I need to use this gauge to line up the electrodes on another part back there that I replaced about 3 or 4 years ago. And use this brush that I bought, this brush here. This goes in these chambers, and it cleans all that out, and it cleans the back of it out. So wish me luck, everybody. We'll see.